the Federation started as a in Enterprise. You know, if you go canonically, it started in Enterprise, and it was always constantly learning, and it doesn't devolve. The Dominion was a long-standing institution that lasted thousands of years because they didn't change. They conquered. They didn't change. They didn't devolve. They remained the same. The Romulans, they evolved. The Klingons, they evolve. Well, actually, to be fair, the Klingons sort of go back and forth. They're very political for a warrior race. But the Ferengi, they evolve. Every institution evolves for the better. But suddenly Starfleet's the bad guy. And I never understood why they went that way. I don't know whether...
What's weirder is that they didn't even give any exposition to explain it. It's not like they said, I've noticed over the last 20 years a bunch of hardliners taking positions of power in Starfleet and changing whatever. And now when you're saying this, it's making me wonder, are they going to blame season 1 on the changeling infiltration?
Oh. Okay.
That would be quite a twist.
My hat goes
Why
off
would
to
the
you.
Federation stop acting like the Federation? Because a bunch of changelings are now in there changing the direction of everything.
Because it was no longer Starfleet. Wow, I'll tell you what, this is getting made into a video. this section, because I think that, again, you have to wonder whether they're intelligent enough to write something like that. Now, you've come up with this theory, and it's a fantastic theory. That really works. But you have to, we've got to analyse that over the coming weeks, I think, and just see, is that going to be possible over the coming days, and just say, is that going to be possible? What problems might come up? But we'll give it some more thought. But are they intelligent enough to do something like that? To write
intelligent enough to use Duquesne, even though they had the actor.
It's a high expectation, I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, and I've made this point in one of my videos, I forget which one it was. You have to have the self-awareness and be perfectly prepared to be self-critical if you're going to write a story that has a plot point that denigrates what came before in terms of the stuff that you've created. You have to be self-aware enough to do that. And so far, New Trek has not done that. They have not said anything. I mean, it's season 3. Forgive me, has done that in using, like we said before, the Shaw character to comment on what came before. But they gave Terry Matalas the reins this season. Is he got the guile and balls enough to be able to do that and say, we've been around since the Romulan star exploded. We saw a weakness there. We knew the star was going to explode. We saw a weakness in the Federation, and we exploited it. And we used that to change Starfleet and what it was.
And you know, one of the points I was going to bring up before I had this realization was that why are the changelings doing this now? The Dominion War was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
If there was a splinter faction that was hell bent on destroying the Federation, why not attack right after the war or whatever? Because at that point, you know, the Federation's still pretty crippled. They lost a ton of ships. In those battles. Like the Alpha Quadrant's is a mess. But then, if the changelings are playing the long game, this changeling faction, then maybe they have been in operation since the end of Deep Space Nine and have been gradually replacing people and making, like, that would be really clever if they came back and was like, that's why season 1 everybody's a jerk.
Yeah,
they were all changelings.
Yeah.
But
even Admiral sheer effing hubris.
Yes.
God, that was embarrassing.
Oh, that has been referenced. That is a meme in and of itself. I've seen that clip used so many times.
Oh my God. I used it in one of, I think I used it in one of my In a Nutshell videos for Picard season 1, because I did a basic, in a nutshell, I wanted to explain what happened in the episode. I only did 2 of them. I never sort of followed through with any more. But I made this joke where Picard goes, I need a ship, a small crew. I need to go on a mission. Would that be possible? And she just turns around and goes, "Chef, hubris." The way she does. And
Yeah.
Picard just gets up and goes, very well, I shall take the USS Sheer effing Hubris. When will it be ready? And I had to put a disclaimer on the screen saying this bit didn't happen. But it's so ridiculous, it should have probably happened that way. But that is such an interesting theory. That would never have occurred to me. That would be a good way to explain away the previous seasons. And right now, to be fair, I would be absolutely amazed if any of these YouTubers who have seen this the entirety of this show were actually watching this stream, but they'll know because they've seen it.
Yeah.